Hello and welcome to the 16th episode of my 1860 Munich career mode. Season winding down. The first game is against VFR Aalen. Excuse me. Just a couple games to go, and hoping that I can keep second or third. We're right there for second place with Kaiserslautern. Haven't really been in the best of form lately, for whatever reason that is. Some random runs of play here throughout. Jeez, I keep hiccuping here. Hopefully that'll stop. But right here, first goal, for whatever reason, Kirli doesn't come out, and Sidimar gets his head onto it. Nice header into the far corner, but for whatever reason, Kirli just watches it go into the goal. And then right after this, here's Benzia finding Bakar. Bakar hadn't scored in a while, and in the 21st minute responds with the goal to level it at 1. Pretty nice finish as well, just right around the area, right on the 18-yard line. It looked like. Yassine Benzia trying to make something happen here, passing with Meyer. Benzia has just been such a monster for this team. I mean, I signed him in January, and I'm almost positive it's him or Louth is the leading scorer of the team. But 1-1 at halftime there. Aalen coming back down the field. Not a whole lot going on in the second half. This was early on, 48th minute, as you can see. Gerbrat coming back up the field here. Marin Tomasov, a guy who's done pretty well for us lately. Just random thought, saw him there, thought I would mention him. Good crosser of the ball, crosses it in here, gets it on the head of Abini Say, and he heads it over the bar. Corner here. I believe that was Benzia who got a head on it, and then once again, Tomasov was the man on the corner kick. Abini Say, a real good opportunity here to score very late in the game. That's what he was doing early on in the year, just getting really late, really important goals. But couldn't quite score there. Then right at the end of the game, Kirli clears down the field and hits the Aalen player in the head. 1-1 at full time. We get the away draw. Not what I would have liked, but look at this guy, Christian Ducourtois. Ducourtois. I'm not totally sure how to pronounce that. But I'm really excited to sign him, and I've said that for a while. Hopefully, having him and Benzia at the front will be a force to be reckoned with in the future. Another scouting report here. We got a Japanese player of the name of Akira Hirayama. He seems to be the man in this scouting report. Overall 49-67, potential 69-94. The second game was against Union Berlin. I believe we drew them. I believe this was the game where we went up, I think, in the 90th minute, and we ended up conceding anyway on some stupid offside trap garbage. I don't know why they do that. The defenders do that sometimes, and it really bothers me. And right here, the defense just leaves Balide wide open. Balide ends up scoring for Union Berlin, making it 1-0. 29th minute there, half an hour in. But right on the kickoff, Pietzone dribbling around, finding Bakar. Bakar to Louth, and a great touch into space, and Louth finishes. Louth just 2 minutes later, Louth scores. Pretty happy about that. To get the goal is Benjamin Louth. He's pretty good at making that one touch, putting it into space, and getting the finish. He does that very well. He's not the quickest guy, and he's going to be 32 years old at the beginning of next season, so not quite sure what I'll do with him yet. Balide gets his second goal here. Pretty much a who freaking can't. Wide open goal to shoot at there. And this is the end of the first half, winding down here. And I didn't talk about it earlier, but Makos got a yellow card like five minutes into the game. But what can you do? Hard-nosed defensive-minded midfielder. He's going to go out there and be aggressive. That's what he makes his money doing. So 2-1 at halftime. Balide here. Passes over to Carl. Bad defending. It might have been on my, probably was on my part. Carl ends up getting the goal. This didn't count for much here, but look at this shot from Marin Tomasov. Look at that howler from 25, 30 yards away. Very nice. I was pretty pleased with that. Here's a couple angles of it. That had to be, yeah, probably was about 30 yards away. I don't know if the goalkeeper saw it late or just didn't think it was going in. It looked like it had a little movement on it. Here's the best angle right here. Fires it and just drops it off the bar into the goal. Very nice goal from Marin Tomasov. That's definitely going to earn him a little bit more play time in the future. But it wouldn't count for much. We ended up losing this game 3-2 at home to Union Berlin. They, for whatever reason, just had our number. So 2 games to go. We are a point behind Kaiserslautern for second. We still hold the 3rd place spot, and I found out the way that it works. The 3rd place team in Bundesliga 2 will play, like 2 teams get relegated in the Bundesliga. The 3rd from last team in the Bundesliga plays the 3rd best team in Bundesliga 2. It took me a little while to kind of wrap my head around that, but that's what would happen if we end up getting 3rd place. So obviously would be very tough, but you never know. So this game is against MSV Duisburg. Forgot to say that because I was rambling about the playoff thing in the Bundesliga and Bundesliga 2 teams. Had an opportunity here, but then look at these 2 players breaking inside. And Domovchitsky gets open and scores a pretty easy goal there. For whatever reason, we've just not been doing too well at the end of the year. I mean, players are getting fatigued. Benzia scores, though, in the 42nd to tie it at 1. I don't know why. I mean, Benzia didn't play against Union Berlin because of fatigue. But I don't know. I mean, it's hard with a team like 1860 Munich, where you gotta put players that are fatigued in because you don't really have any capable second string players, which is kind of sucks, but you got to deal with it. And they end up drawing a foul in the box here. Jasula ends up finishing in the 54th minute from the spot. And after that, we weren't quite the same. I think Benzia had the only real opportunity here. Here's another one. Tomasov tries to drive in a corner. No one could really get their head on that, though. So yeah, for whatever reason, we just have not done too well towards the end of the year, which is something I'm going to have to try and improve on next season. Hopefully, we'll have a lot of youth, a lot more youth that will allow us to have a deeper team. Hopefully, but we lost this game 3-1. Duisburg celebrating about something. That is it for this episode, though. If you'd like to like, comment, subscribe. Next episode will include the last game against Hertha Berlin. They lead the league, but we beat them in the first time we met, and beat them in our first meeting. This time it's at home, so hopefully we can do the same. That's it. I will see you next time.